Hey guys, Barbara here. Today we're going to master the Google Drive layout. In this video, we will look at the fundamentals of Google Drive. You are going to become a master at navigating Drive as well as being able to answer the question, why Google Drive? Google Drive is where all of your data in the Google environment is going to be stored. It's the heart of G Suite. Google Drive is like your hard drive on your computer, except your data is no longer being physically stored on your computer. By now, you would have heard of the term cloud storage. As much as I'd like to think there's a fluffy white cloud floating around the world somewhere with all of my data in it, this is not the case. Google has a number of giant storage warehouses called data centers around the world where your data is being stored. These data centers have several layers of security to prevent unauthorized access to your data. Your data is also being stored in more than one location, so in the event of something happening to a data center, your data will not be lost. The benefit of cloud storage is that you're able to access your information from anywhere and from any device and at any time. This means that you have access to your documents on your phone, a tablet, a computer, basically any device that has access to the internet. Let's have a look. Start by opening Google Drive. In Google Chrome, head to your waffle and select Google Drive. This is Google Drive, your cloud storage interface. You can view the documents and folders in Google Drive in List View or Grid View. Simply select this little icon over here and your view will change. Notice that when you look at your drive in List View, you will be able to see who the owner of the documents and folders are, when it was last modified, and the file size. It can be handy to switch between these views. Notice the little arrow next to the name section here. You are able to reorder your documents in alphabetical order from A to Z or Z to A. If you hover over the last modified column, you will be able to order it based on documents that were last modified or opened by you as well. At the top of your drive is a section called Quick Access. Google uses its machine learning to locate documents you work on often and will make them readily accessible to you. You can turn this Quick Access view on or off. Check out our video on settings in Google Drive to learn how to do that. On the left-hand side is where you will move between the different sections of your drive. My Drive is your personal space. The documents and folders that you create here will only be accessible to you unless you share them with others. You can tell when a document or folder is shared by seeing the person icon appear either on the folder or next to the document in question. Shared drives is where we work as a team. The documents that you work on here belong to your organization and are accessible to anyone who is added into that shared space. For example, you could have a shared drive for each department or division. We have a video series on shared drives. Be sure to check it out. Shared with Me is simply an audit trail of all the documents or folders that get shared with you over time. You cannot organize this Shared with Me section, so if you look at it and you feel the need, resist the temptation. Check out our video on understanding where shared things go in Google Drive to learn how to work with documents and folders that have been shared with you. The Recent section is Google's way of giving you quick access to documents you have worked on recently. If you like to star things to get quick access to them, you have this ability in Google Drive too. All you need to do is right-click on something you would like to have starred, select the star from the menu, and you will then find it here in the Starred section of Google Drive. Your bin or trash is where your stuff goes when you delete it. At the very bottom of this menu, you will see your storage information of how much data you have in Google Drive. Right at the top of Google Drive, you will find a section called Priority. Here, you have the ability to create workspaces for yourself where you can add shortcuts to documents you used into themed groups. We have a video on that too. Understanding how Google Drive is structured and laid out will help you to work in the cloud more effectively. There are a number of other things that you need to understand about Google Drive. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series where we cover how to create, upload, share, search, and more in Google Drive. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.